Yeah, if we all are, I can throw the overlay back
Okay,
up.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. We saw each other
I'm
for a brief moment. We are human beings on the other end of
Yeah.
this.
I'm proud of us all.
You're talking about like you want that for work, and that's like I'm fighting so hard to make them not force me to turn on my
I
camera.
okay, I don't want it for work all of the time because that would cause me massive anxiety. I want it like once a week so that I
Yeah.
know that people still exist. That's it. And the rest of the time I want no camera
We
so
could
that
do
I can be grimacing and eye rolling and shit without anyone seeing me.
Yeah. We should do an on Wednesdays we wear pink, and on Wednesdays we do Orpheus.
Yeah.
And we're pink.
Yeah, an optional extra.
I feel sad that we stopped doing the music part because I think it would just be funny just to play like dire straits in the background while we're killing stuff.
That's
I
on the
just
DM.
kind of couldn't be bothered, but I can start playing it again. I thought maybe everyone muted it, but if not, then I can start.
Oh no, I actually did like it because it got me into the mood. But I mean,
Wait,
I just mean in the sense of fucking playing dumb music in the background that has absolutely no connection to the atmosphere.
I don't know. The one time that Alice played that football song about the trophy coming home, I got a strike on YouTube because of it.
What?
Like, not an actual strike, but like it was like, hey, this is copyright music. You're allowed to have it, but you can't monetize this. And I always like remove those, and I was like, damn, Alice.
I mean, it's annoying because they literally it is literally automatically detected now.
Oh yeah.
Like even if you hum a song, it can potentially be copyright struck. I fucking uploaded a cover of me playing a Sufjan Stevens song on guitar, and that got copyrighted.
Yeah, and it's so hard to like actually fight them.
Homophobia.
Yeah. As long as it's not like an actual strike, you're okay. If it just like flags it, but
I mean, I guess also like demonetized videos are deprioritized in the algorithm and stuff, aren't they?
I don't know like full demonetization versus the like if it's struck down versus just flagged. I don't know how that affects the algorithm. I just know like if it's a full strike, it's like you're actually in trouble ish, and they remove the video. But the other one is just you don't get the money; it goes to the artist that the music is flagged for. But I never worry about it. Like I just avoid music for the most part.
There's a guy that I watch who has a couple of capybaras, and he literally apparently did something like, "Hop up, you can see me at the after party." He literally just said that, and his fucking video got demonetized
Wow.
just for that. Like it wasn't even the song. He wasn't even singing it. Like you have to have melody to sing. He just said the words and he got copyrighted. So
I think there's a. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, if
There's-
anyone knows of any bots on Discord that do allow YouTube, let me know because it's not gonna. Every time I get a new bot, eventually it just stops. So
I need to just program one.
to be fair, I think Discord fucked bots quite a lot. Like there was just an update which meant that they can't like communicate with servers or something. Something I don't know. It's a very weird update, and apparently everyone hates it. But like,
Oh,
Discord ain't gonna fix it because they gone corporate now.
yeah. Apparently, someone told me last night that there's a thing called Arcane Anthems, and they don't. Their stuff isn't copyright. They like make it specifically for playing in the background. But I don't.
okay.
I can't get it 100%, but
Why are they so scared of people listening to music?
Who
Well, the problem is
knows?
they're listening to music without sending someone money. How dare they?
Half the time it isn't even the artist. It's like the fucking. I don't even know. The person. But not the cool person. The cringe person.
Ooh, RPG Gothic.
Yeah, apparently there's arcane anthems on SoundCloud, I think. Or they have some on YouTube. It looks like.
There's some on Spotify.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking that they seem to run out of. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. How long are they? Okay.
Yeah, these ones are like actual like 3-minute songs versus like a hour-long ambience.
Yeah.
It's alright, we can do it another time.
Yeah. I'll figure it out for next time. I'll put it on my list of things to do. There we go. You can still play stuff from other places, I think. So if anyone wants to put some music on at some point, feel free.
Best not to ask me.
So last time you left Borovia with Irina, with the advice to get to the circle encampment before nightfall. It was only 5 miles. About halfway there, you were attacked by wolves, and you beat them. You arrived at the Vistani camp around sunset. There was a lot of food and dancing and fun. But one of them told you some stuff about pies, and there was a pie intervention while Traxel was fishing. And she gave up all her pies, except for the one in her pocket, which she'd forgotten about, which has since been eaten. Some of you joined in the dancing and the drinking, some of you didn't. When you went to sleep, Traxa had very good dreams for 8 hours, but Ashiok had nightmares for 8 hours. And again, neither of them could be woken up. And in the morning, you were invited into Madame Eva's tent, where she told you the only way she knew how you could leave would be to kill Strahd. And then she read your fortune, and I put those into Discord in handouts after the last session. And she gave you a bit of advice for your journey and how to help Irina. And then this is where we're going to pick back up in case anyone has thought of more questions to ask.
Nope.
Okay. No questions? We can say that you left the tent, and I think Irina is probably, she was helping and now she's kind of packing her stuff away, but you can do what you want now.
So like we're all packed up and we're ready to like leave.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think it would take very long.
So
Okay,
I guess
well-
we need to go to the town that we were going to drop Irina off at. Not that she'll probably be any safer there. That's where she at least wanted to go, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it was like the one place that Strad couldn't get to? Question mark.
Sorry, I'm just looking through the handouts. I should have made better notes about this, but the town of Valaki and the Abbey of Saint Markovia, was that the place where we needed to get her to ultimately?
So there were kind of two options. One of them is Valaki, which is kind of on the way on this road, and then the other one is a bit further on, so it would be a longer journey, which is an abbey.
Cool. Yeah, Valaki was the town that she said she wanted to get to that we were originally going to go to, wasn't it?
Yeah, so our question of the day is, what's the coolest D&D spell to have
We're going
IRL?
to Zerpal.
Ah, fantasy names for towns. This is where you have a note taker. Right, so we've got Serpal is the next town on, and then we'll probably take her to Valaki after that. And then if
Yeah.
Valaki is fucked, then the Abbey.
So you're currently at Circle.
Oh, this was the camp that we were heading
Oh.
to?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Good context.
Okay, sorry, the thing which I'm like trying to grasp at, wasn't there a town that was like another 4 days walk away or something?
There isn't it's not full. It depends how fast you're going. But if you ask around, someone would know. They probably all know. Balaki is about 200 miles away.
Oh wow, okay, that's quite far.
Theme.
And there's not really anything in between.
Okay, so
I have misremembered. Shockingly.
I know we did this like so close together, but it seems that we've forgotten a lot this week.
Well, okay. The other thing, I'm trying to remember something from like the session before last, which was like 6 weeks ago or something. So how am I supposed to remember? So 200 miles is like, oh my god, 200 miles? Is it really that far? That's like the distance. Like I just got out like Google Maps, and that's like the distance from like Exeter to London. Like it's huge.
It's just a short drive by American standards. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, do you want to multi-class into Artificer and make a car?
Please. Yeah. Okay, so how long would that take us to travel? Like, is that the 4 days traveling that would get us there, or is it longer?
It depends how fast you're going. So if you're going at a normal speed, it would take about 8 days. So about a week.
8 days. Okay.
I don't think I could walk 200 miles in 8 days. I guess I'm not an adventurer.
Yeah, I think it would depend a lot on the gear, how heavy it was.
Is that walking or is that mounted?
Walking. I'm going off the 5e movement speeds.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the average D&D adventurer is probably a bit more athletic than we are. No offense to anyone.
Wow.
I just like know the amount that Elliot walks, and I'm like,
yeah.
like if anybody's gonna be a D&D adventurer walking, it's Elliot.
Yeah, I am now thinking like, actually, wait, no, it's not that far. Okay, I think. Okay, Google Maps says that it would take 56 hours of walking. So if you're saying that like you're maybe only walking like, let's say 10 hours a day, then you could maybe do it in like 5-6 days. But that would be like going pretty hard on it. So
Yeah.
okay, I can believe 8 days. Sorry for questioning questioning GDM. I will never do it again. Please don't kill me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna remind you that if you bully me, I have the power.
So it's an 8-day walk to Vallaki.
Yes.
That's what we got. Do we know where the abbey is? Is it in Vallaki or is it further on from Vallaki?
It is further on.
Okay. Do we know how much further on it is?
Figure it out until you sort of few minutes. I need to figure it out.
How do you spell Valaki?
VALLAKI.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm now thinking that I should clearly walk to London at some point. I think that'd be cool.
Oh my god, for the Christmas party?
Yeah, I'd be fine. I'll just take a week off work and just like
Yeah.
walk there. I think that'd be sick. I think that'd be cool.
You're just like, hey, Jenny, gonna have to find a way to deal with this because I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah.
Okay. The abbey is about 115 miles
150
from Vallaki.
Okay.
miles. So like
What
4 or 5 days. Okay. I've also managed to reread my notes from last session. I was very hazy when we started and I didn't know what was going on. So
Okay, I'm actually gonna do something wild and actually write some notes.
hell
Crazy.
yeah. It's a new you.
It was.
Okay, I mean, I guess if we need to head to Vallaki, we should probably get going. Nobody in this camp happens to have there's not spare horses that we could get or anything.
They use their horses a lot, so I think they'd need either paying or convincing to give up their horses.
How much would they need paying?
Quite a lot.
Yeah. Does Madam Eva seem to have a lot of sway over them?
I don't think she'd be willing to be quite as. I don't think she'd be willing to just give you horses either.
Okay, yeah. We're her champions and she doesn't want us to have horses. Ugh. Well, I guess the walking will warm us up for, I don't know, defeating an unkillable person.
8 days. The wilderness? In the mud? What?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna sleep?
In a nicer patch of mud.
Amazing.
Yeah, come on, it'll be good for you,
I'm not sure that getting some sort of horrible forest disease is gonna be good for me.
Well, I feel like it's either we go do this walking or you learn to fit in with the Bastani crowd.
Alright. But maybe we should ask around, see if they've got any sort of camping supplies we could borrow.
All right. Seems like a good idea. I think I still have some of my own, but we could always get more.
Time to glamp.
What the hell is glamp? What did you just say? What just came out of your mouth, Julian?
Julian has just spontaneously discovered the concept of glamping.
I mean, it's not like us peasants would know about it, you know.
I mean, I feel like glamping would still be beyond Julian, but it's probably closer to what he'd prefer.
He'll settle for glamping.
I'm just eating some food very quickly, so I'm gonna mute for a little bit.
Cool, yeah. If that's the case, I might actually go over to Arena and talk, unless anybody else wants to do something first.
We steal horses from them.
I've done a bit of looking, and the horses would probably, with all their equipment and stuff like a saddle and other horse items, it would probably cost you about 500 gold pieces.
Julian!
500 total or per person?
Per horse.
Okay.
Per horse.
A horse, gee.
Yeah. Can I double check how much money we all have from selling
Yeah,
this
don't we
stuff?
have like a bajillion gold from like selling stuff?
Yes. But
Yeah, Trexa just hands over her money as soon as she like hears the amount to you guys to like pool it.
So how much has everyone got? Does everyone just want to just put in handouts how much money we have or something? Or how much money their character would be willing to put in the pot?
Because we
Yeah.
should have all the same money right now, because we just split it all the ways. Because I don't know if I've wrote down the wrong number, because when I last said it, it seemed like a lot.
Yeah, I've got like just over 1,000 gold pieces.
Same. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet.
So between the 5 of us, we can easily split it to either get 5 or 4 horses, because I don't know if I need a full horse to myself. Or could even technically control a horse if my legs are too short.
you could
also
ride it.
have.
You could ride a
Irina
little.
is also there.
Shit. So 5 horses. So we need 2,500.
That's just half. That's literally just half of the group's money. What the hell? I mean, Alice did say it was kind of a mistake giving us this much money.
Yeah.
This is her fixing. This is her fixing it.
Well, we might as well buy the horses then.
I mean,
It would
is it
fix
worth?
things.
Is it worth saving our money for like equipment and stuff? Because Alice said that we're not gonna get that amount of money again.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way:
what
would
make-
Julian walk like voluntarily?
Okay, listen. I'm feeling very conflicted with my own character at the moment because I'm like, fuck yeah, 8 days walking, camping, cool, I'm down. But and I'm also just like, why should we spend extra money when we could literally just walk it? It's fine.
He would be caught dead walking for 8 days.
We could make him like a little chariot out of wood behind us, and we'll just drag it.
I mean, it's also worth mentioning. All this does is mean that the time skip will just be a 3-day time skip instead of an 8-day time skip, and it also means that Alice gets to rectify the mistake of giving us too much money, and it doesn't and that means it just goes back to a.
I mean, we're
she's
probably
gonna
less likely to
find a
get
way-
attacked.
She's gonna find a way to kill our horses anyway. So.
No, that happened to one of my horses, and it was really tragic.
Oh no! Now I'm getting flashbacks to Red Dead Redemption 2.
A bunch of mimics are gonna spawn in the woods to eat our horses, so Alice can use her cosplay.
I remember Alice was literally trying for like 2 hours to get the best horse in the game.
That's
What-
so
what-
not getting that stupid horse.
Is
I
it
love
the
that
white
horse.
one?
Yeah, but
Yes.
Yes.
Alice also tried to get it at like the start of the game. So like
yeah.
it was like ridiculously difficult, and then you go through it, and then it gets fucking killed.
I was
But-
already upset at that point because that is a very emotional scene, and then the horse
Yeah.
died.
on the plus side, because you had like the maximum bond with it, it meant that Arthur got to like stroke it while it was dying.
Oh, great.
Dang.
That made it worse.
Yeah.
Oh, in the D&D campaign where I lost a horse, it was even sadder because there was an NPC with us whose name was Compassion, and she was a cleric. My horse got set on fire, and it was like still kind of alive, but the cleric decided like, no, it would be the most compassionate thing to put it out of its misery. And I was like, I love that horse, and it's dead now. Like, it's so cruel.
Sorry, a cleric that could, I don't know, heal it?
Yeah, that has healing spells that healed other people. But
Yeah, but
no, the horse had to die.
Well, we understand that it would be still suffer with those wounds. Like the mental suffering would still be.
Yeah,
Still
but
be there.
Cardinal was important to me. But yes, I'm willing to get a horse in this game to one, rectify the monetary exchange, and two, have another heartbreaking horse death on character.
And also Julian will bitch less. Just to everyone's
Yes.
benefit.
It's like a magic spell of its own.
Okay, it would take you 5 days instead.
Okay.
Or 8.
Yeah, create
Because
food
they're
and
draft
water was
rules,
another one I thought
so they're
about.
not
That would be really
as
good
fast
for
as,
this.
like, a
Mass cure
vaccine.
wounds would be
Oh,
helpful.
I love draft horses.
Yeah.
teleport. Okay, okay.
Suppose I can
That's
reveal
fine.
them,
I'm
actually,
much
'cause I've
less
just
like.
been sat here by the
This is
restaurant.
probably not the best one for chat interaction because I want to listen to the game at the same time and not talk over people. So we can always get more people in on a different stream
So
too.
how much money off of everyone
But I
was
do
that? Was that
appreciate you guys
500
trying.
each, or was it a bit more because we bought another one?
Probably a little bit more. Traxa will just pay for the extra one.
Is that still just 500 each because you're just buying one for Arena instead?
Oh yeah, and I'll just ride with someone, I guess. So 500 each.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
Assuming that's okay. It's a draft horse, so I don't think it'd be too bad.
Does Arena not have any money that she can chip in?
yeah.
Not as much as you.
Friggin' Mayor's daughter.
She'd probably have 100 that she could chuck in. Determined by character settings. I don't think I can give you control over the horses, but if you give me names, I can name them for you if you want.
Yes.
Name them. We want the pain.
Oh my god. Yeah, as soon as we name them, then I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
feeling
we name-
emotional about them.
Are we naming them in character, or are we just naming them out of character? And this is the names that the Atraxi gave them.
Don't know.
Because they might already have names.
They would probably already have names, so, but depends if your characters want to rename them or not.
Quinn would probably rename her horse into something edgily badass.
What's the most cheesily badass name you can think of?
I don't know. I've named so many critters.
I feel like it's something like Shadow, Spike.
Named it
Morbius.
Pummel.
Yeah.
No.
Morbius is so good.
Every fight the horse just runs in and it's Morbin time. God no.
Okay.
That's it. It's Morb 1, Morb 2, Morb 3.
Quinn will not mind a morb. I'll get back to you on the name for Quinn's horse. She'll think about it and then dramatically name it later.
I think it'd be funny if the horse just got a name and Viv was forced to like endure like having a like literally like the cheesiest name, like something like Sir Clopsalot or something.
This is also what I'm thinking for Julian.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
people name like horses the dumbest shit. Like honestly, have you guys ever read like literally any like racehorse names or something like that?
Yeah.
Or like in the Olympics when they like put up the rider's name and the horse's name, and then the horse's name is like something like Lord Pepsi or some shit.
Because they never name a racehorse more than they can't name the horse the same name as a horse has ever been named.
Yeah, I guess they have to get creative.
So they've just got some really stupid names sometimes.
Is that true? They can't like you can't have two racehorses with the same name.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And is that does that apply forever? So it's
It
not just
applies forever.
oh, so all of the good names were like used up by like 1901 or whatever. I assume.
Like sometimes I think sometimes they name them like the second, which seems like cheating.
I suppose that's probably the best way you could do it. Is like, but then you might end up with like Hoppington the 16th or whatever. I suppose that's quite cool.
Since these are gonna have to last us the whole campaign, I'll just name mine like a name that's like screams longevity and just Liz Truss. So just
Then
I'll
I'm
name
naming
mine
mine
Lettuce.
Lettuce. No.
we'll see which one lives.
Okay, mine's lettuce too.
Mine's cabbage.
We're making a whole salad here.
I quite want to name mine Sparkle Sparks from the fucking generator. Just because the idea of Julian having to ride a horse called Sparkle is just very good to me.
Did you accidentally find a like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
I mean, oh God, okay, I'm just gonna send you guys this generator because it has produced some gold.
Yeah, what do we all get?
You guys petition to name Viv's horse Grand Slam Touchdown.
What the hell? What did I miss on this goddamn chat?
Whole addiction. What the hell?
I got Flightmare as one of
That's
them.
pretty awesome. That is like a cheesy epic
Name of
name.
the dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I
Name
got
of the dragon.
I see. I got the exact opposite. I got Night Mane.
Horse name generator. Okay, let's do this. This one's just a
When
town.
you
The fuck.
have a name, put it in the chat, and I'll.
Sizzler. What the hell?
This is killer.
One of them that it rolled for me was just tracks.
Yeah. Fantasia. Shy, Cedar, Zace, Edge, Sling, Thunder Ranger, Elias, Sparkle Feet.
God.
What do I go with? Sparkle Feet?
How do I get it so? Ah. Wait. No. Ah, there we go.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit this 5 times and then pick the fourth name down.
Oh, I've got. Oh, Arena named her horse Chunks.
Midnight Blossom. What the fuck?
You
Oh,
say chunks.
okay. So my horse got named
Chunks.
already. Never
Oh,
mind.
chunks.
I'll put it in handouts. Why not?
Is that some slight at my cooking? I see how it is.
What?
Because that's the horse I have to ride on, because that's what I paid for. It's because my cooking's terrible.
Oh wait, did you get 5 horses?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm small. I was just riding with someone.
It doesn't have to be named Chunks then.
No, I can be. It's it now. There's no going back.
Morning wood.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Please, Viv, no.
I feel like all of ours are like very generic horses, and then somehow Julian's is like the fanciest horse imaginable.
I sent Elliot a picture of a very fancy horse.
Wait, did you? When did you send me a photo of a fancy horse?
It was when we were in work, and I wasn't meant to be sending you photos of fancy. It was the white one, you know, with the like ostentatious mien.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to find it. It also doesn't have to be that one, but
I need to find it now.
Google's gonna
Sorry,
think I'm a
what-
horse girl
what-
now. Shit.
Listen, I memory hole work me. I don't remember shit about anything I say at work.
There's 2 different people.
Exactly. Isn't there like that horror show? Isn't like Severance about that? Like horror show?
That's the
Oh, I
same
don't-
photo.
How long ago did it?
This is why our campaign never gets anywhere.
No, this is all very important.
Okay. Oh, here's Quinn's horse, so I must be near.
What's the
There it is. It looks so done.
Oh, who we waiting for?
We are waiting for Danny.
Ashy's horse. This is very
Ashley's
important.
horse.
What do I name it?
It's a hard thing to
Oh,
do
that
on
made
the
us
spot.
awesome.
I mean, I really want to name it Grand Slam Touchdown, but that
Do
might be a
it.
bit much.
do it!
Okay, fuck it.
So we have the most emo horse in the world. A white one with like fancy curly hair. Damn, these people just had like quite the cluster.
Grand slam.
Grand Slam.
Something we can abbreviate it to GSTD.
GSTD. I like the idea of Elliot like referring, or not Elliot, Julian referring to them, and like it being like Grand Slam, as if it's like a very fancy posh person name, not knowing what a Grand Slam is.
Oh, Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
Touche down.
Touche down.
Grand slam touchdown. Touchdown.
Oh, they are chonky.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh my
He's
god,
a unit.
he's massive.
It's so big.
Is that a picture you got up for Google Images, or is that an actual horse you've?
It's a real horse. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, is it just a random one from Google, or is that like one of Mark's old horses? Is what I'm asking.
It's not one of Mark's old horses, but it is a Belgian draft horse. It's a very specific type of horse I had in mind from the Netherlands.
Okay.
They're really fucking round.
Can mine just be a donkey instead?
Oh my god, have a
Aw.
mule. mule.
Yeah, a little mule.
Yeah.
But that means we'd need 6, wouldn't we?
Well, I mean, it could have been the one I paid for, and I just don't understand horses because I've never seen one, and it's just they're all big animals, and it's just a big mule.
These are a
Love
lot
it.
cheaper. You could get one for 80.
Wait, what?
Yeah, get a mule.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah,
buy them all.
Traxa will just ride a mule and have paid for the other horse because fuck it, she'll just own both.
Oh, they'll be slower, won't they?
I don't think mules are much slower. Maybe if you're galloping, I
They're
guess.
not.
Oh, they're
It
not.
says 40 foot.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hell yeah. I'll pay an extra 80 for a mule and I'll ride that shit.
Yeah, they just can't carry as much.
wait, why are we all?
Yeah, right.
Are we all getting fancy horses there?
You guys got
That's a good
scammed.
point.
Like clearly, Julian would be
I don't
the
know
only
if
one
they'd
to
have
get a
any
fancy
donkeys.
horse.
I don't know if they would have any donkeys. They mainly have the horses to pull their little.
Mules are good at pulling things.
Yeah, mules are, I think, renowned for like being like
Yeah.
draft animals because I think the
They're a horse donkey combo, so they got the sturdiness and the long legs.
and
And they're
Like,
so
I think-
cute.
I think they're a bit less stubborn than donkeys, but more intelligent than horses or something.
I mean, they're definitely more murderous.
Are they?
Yeah, like donkeys will like legit like they use them as guard animals for like herds and stuff of alpacas because donkeys will actually like thrash a fucking coyote. Like, they'll-
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant mules were more murderous than donkeys, and I was like, what?
Oh no, donkeys are like next level.
The one camp I worked at, we had like probably close to like 100 donkeys in one like section, one of the campsites, and the one day we woke up and there was 2 dead mountain lions in there that had tried to attack them, and we couldn't find like a single hurt donkey. That they just technically they're burros, whichever, and they just got kicked to death because they hopped in and tried to attack and just got kicked by 100 donkeys.
That's fucking
They did-
sick.
Dude, F in the chat for those
Yeah.
lions.
Oh, it's a shame because I really love fucking mountain lions.
Yeah, I mean, I do love mountain lions, but also like props to the donkeys for being like, fuck off. Not today.
The
What do we say to the god of death?
proletarian donkey rebellion.
Exactly. Taste.
I'm so terrified of mountain lions, and so it was like, oh, that's so nice to know that you guys are around, like, nearby, just in case. And they got kicked by a horse, and now they scare me too. So,
Ooh.
but yeah, did they have any donkeys or no, or mules?
Maybe a couple.
Yes. Okay, I have 1 mule. Paid the 80 for it. And it looks like the mule's down the road from my house. Generic. Now it needs a name, though.
Davros.
It could be called Sam. Sam Mule.
Benjamin.
Samjimin.
Sandwich.
Yeah! Perfect. Trax has no idea how to ride, so.
This is gonna be fun. It's gonna still take the 8 days. We just are mounted now. Oh, he's tiny.
What was the name?
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
I need to know, for whoever's characters are just keeping the names that they got given, I need to know those reactions to when they hear the names.
I feel like you can quite easily imagine Julian's reaction.
Which one was Julian's? Miss Sparkles?
Yeah.
No.
That's very fitting.
I think like when I was doing my like initial like character stuff for Julian, I also had the like fucking like it was like the like character personality sheet that Sophie shared. I think I had his handling animals at like a 0. Doesn't like animals.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I feel like Quinn also can't handle animals.
Except lemurs.
Except lemurs, except Dante specifically, who decided to like her. And she's like, you're wrong, but okay.
Is Ashley like the only person that like gets along with any animal?
I think so.
I have
I
plus
didn't
2.
That's good.
I don't think Viv minds animals. I just don't think she particularly cares for them either.
My animal handling is a 1, so it's not negative, which is good. Oh my god, I love horse shopping episodes. They're the best episodes. They're my favorite thing.
Actually, yeah, let's see how well you handle these new horses on your trip. It's not going to be a very high roll, and I think if any of you do really well, you'll be able to kind of help the others.
21.
21, for example. Tractor is great with horses.
Fuck.
That was on a D100 too. Wait, what the hell?
Oh, that accidental.
It was a nat 1 and then a 7 on a D100, which is functionally a nat 1. Christ.
Well,
Oh, no.
Julian's fucked it. I feel like canonically this makes sense. I'm glad.
What? See, I always like to imagine D&D as one of those fantasy universes where like animals have like an underlying intelligence to them. Like they're not like, which is how like druids and stuff can like communicate with them and get coherent answers instead of just like, grass, me feed. And I like to think that they can understand a bit of common, but they just can't speak back. So, Julian will see it and he'll just be like, yeah, what's this fucking ugly beast or something? And then the horse just like immediately just tries to fucking
And the
Bites
horse is
him.
just like attack on sight.
Let's fucking go.
1v1 me, bitch.
I always forget how like horse bites are actually really fucking. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
being bitten by any animal is like not
Mm.
exactly pleasant, but horses actually can do a lot of damage with their bites. And
They're
Seb,
so sore.
Horses fucking terrify me.
Yeah, I'm
Very
more scared of a
scary.
horse than a bear.
like,
One time.
carry on.
Oh, I was gonna say one time I was like out running with a horse. Like I couldn't ride it because I couldn't put the saddle on yet, and I was just like running around with it, playing in the field, and it was running after me, and I was like, "This is a good time." Its hoof dug into the top of my calf, like where it's like the thickest, and like just tore the whole way down to my ankle, and I had a big strip of skin just dangling off the back of my leg, and I had to like, I didn't want to be in pain because the horse would tell that I was in pain, so I was like, "No, it's okay, let's just go back home," and like walked into like the person's house that I was at. I was like, "So something happened," and there was just like blood everywhere coming out of my leg, and I was like, "Don't blame the horse, don't."
Oh god, that's horrifying. I've I mean, I had my dog escaped into a field like near my house, and he was running around, and it was like pitch black, and there was a horse in the field, and I ran through the field to get to it, and the horse started chasing me, and you could tell by its eyes that I'd like spooked it or something. So I like actually had to make one of the fucking most frantic dashes to the fence, and I got over it in time, but damn, it was actually very, because I don't know, it's just weird being in a field and you're like, oh, this animal literally could kill me if it wanted. like I would, if this animal chose for me to be dead.
That would be it.
I mean, I'd be like, it was even more scary than being chased by like an entire herd of cows, and cows can be scary.
Guys are big.
Cows fucking scare me as well. They are like genuinely terrifying. They're fucking huge. Anytime I have to go through a field and there's like a pack of cows, herd of cows. I feel like a pack of wolves.
A murder of
Like,
cows.
and particularly like if they've got like calves and stuff with them as well, like I will like go into the next field and go around them because just like fuck that.
Oh yeah.
I am one very small person and they are fucking huge.
Cows don't scare me because they're dumb as fuck.
Yeah, that's what scares me. They're fucking dumb.
They're dumb.
They're dumb and they're curious, but they don't necessarily realize that their curiosity is gonna like result in you dying.
They will eat cables for field cams when you're doing like research out in fields, and they'll just like eat the entire cord and just slowly walk as they do it for like hundreds of feet and just swallow the whole thing, and then it'll just pass right through them. Apparently, according to some field researchers I know out in Kansas who complain that their field cams get eaten by cows.
I do love cows though, the noble cow. Also there's this area of common land, which is like a big sort of like forest, where my dad likes to take the dogs out. When we were on a walk, I was on a walk with him, and he was on the phone to his colleague, and a bull like ran out, and like it ran out onto the pathway and sort of blocked our way. So it was obviously getting pissy. Probably because of the dogs, not because of us so much. But like I just immediately got behind a tree to like, so it wasn't just like it couldn't just like directly charge at me. And I was trying to fucking tell my dad, and he just had, because he was on the phone to like a work colleague, so he was just like to be, oh, sorry, there's a bull that's about to charge me. But no, horse is more scary than bulls, I think. What's a bull gonna do?
Stab you with its horns.
Yeah.
Possibly, but cows are actually can be intimidated quite like cow will run towards you, but if you run at it, it will a lot of the time it will just like turn around and run away.
They are known to kill people, especially if they're walking dogs.
And the best advice people have for that is let your dogs off the lead, because the dog can run away. The dog can just like the cow can do comparatively very little damage to the dog, but cows can and the cows will follow the dog rather than you. So it's best just to let your dogs be free.
Be free. You can handle this.
Be free. You got this, buddy. Go.
How sorry.
I was gonna say, going back to D&D briefly.
How dare you?
Given that I've just fucked this roll, how do you want to do this? Can someone else help, or?
So I was doing it. I was looking at it collectively. So even if
Highland
you
cows are so cute.
mess up riding
Look
your
at
horse,
them.
somebody else can just help calm down the horse.
Oh, okay.
And the average
Disgusting.
I was going for was an
Disgusting.
average of 10, and you've beaten that,
Oh,
so
he's so
you're all
cute.
fine.
Okay.
I would like to see some sort of consequence for Julian though. I feel like
He deserves to get
He needs to
consequences
suffer.
for his actions.
Yes.
I just mean in the sense that like, you know, like can we not roleplay Julian at least upsetting the horse, and
Okay,
then
you can play the horse.
and then nice Traxa comes and calms it down with that beautiful 21.
Trex is just walking, feeding like crackers to them all.
feeding pies to them all.
No. Quinn likes Miss Sparkles a lot more now. The respect has been earned.
I feel like Miss Sparkles just like shits on Julian's boot or something.
Oh my god, Miss Sparkles, thank you.
I haven't spent enough time with horses to know like how they would express displeasure with you other than like kicking you. But
Or
I mean,
biting, or...
A lot of the times it's just like moving their head around, like either kind of
Yeah.
whacking you with it or getting out of your way.
Yeah. I like the idea.
From Red Dead.
Gotta do some research. 1 second, let me log in.
I like the idea that Miss
did you know
Sparkles.
that in Red Dead Redemption 2, they were so dedicated to quote unquote realism that some poor artist spent probably like a week of their time making the balls of the horses shrink when you're in cold areas.
Didn't know that. Yeah.
Why would they do this? That's my fun horse fact for you all.
I mean, it's even more funny / sad and depressing when you think that they probably worked fucking crunch for that. That was probably their personal project or something. That the fucking games company exploited their dedication just to make those horse testicles shrink. Holly's looking over at me very like confused.
Should I just like have Julian just like take a bit of damage from like a foot stomp or something? I feel like
Hell yeah.
he needs this.
Yeah, if you roll a d4 and it can like stand on your toe or something.
Yeah, sure.
I like that at first Julian was like, ugh, this horse, but the horse was just like, ugh, this person.
This twink.
You're not good enough to ride me, what?
Julian gets that a lot.
Whoa! Jesus, how much psychic damage did you take now?
Jax actually was a multi-classed as bard, just cutting words.
I took 2 psychic damage from that.
Yeah, the horse dealt no damage.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 on the d4 for the horse, so I'm saying Julian's down 6 points. That's what he deserves.
Yeah, and you didn't want to walk.
No one even said it. Julian
you
just like
can.
heard that in his head. Or
But we have our horses.
yeah.
Yeah. An hour and 45 minutes into the session.
It's important.
Go team. And I'm sure all of our horses are gonna die in
Like 20 minutes.
encounter.
Yeah.
No way, no.
Not slimy
I
too.
hadn't planned enough for today, and we're still at camp.
Okay, let's go. We're leaving.
Yeah, let's head off.
Where's that? Oh, me. Not
Also, I don't think we've asked specifically, but like I know in D&D there is like mechanics for like supplies and like food and stuff. Is that a thing that we're doing? So we haven't really talked about it.
No, I can't be bothered with that. I assume Trax is feeding you with fish every night.
Yeah, I don't like technically have. If we have water nearby, yes, I can do that. If we're not near water, I technically can't.
We can forage or kill something or...
Or just say that like Traxa has food on her.
Yeah, maybe you salted some fish from a couple of days ago.
Plus, Quinn's used to like hunting and like for food. Like that's what she used to do, so she'd be able to do that too.
Yeah, I mean, like, I assume between the group of us, we could probably just collect things as we go pretty easily.
Yeah, we got this.
I don't think this is
Yeah.
the campaign goal.
Yeah. If we're really dire, we can eat Miss Sparkles.
Aw.
Yeah, I think Miss Sparkles has at least earned the right to live.
Yeah, the last survivor, the last one to be eaten.
Yeah, I mean, by physically hurting Julian, she has
Yeah.
marked herself as worthy.
Oh.
Ranks
Miss
Trax's
Sparkles.
third favorite person in the group now.
Miss Sparkles can eat Julian.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
If we have to lose somebody.
Okay, listen, I'm trying to play Julian slightly more nice, okay?
We're gonna like him, alright. We have a few days together.
We're just taking
I'm
the
trying to
least
get
useful
character
member
growth,
out.
okay?
Aw, no.
Survival wise. I'm just looking at stats.
Oh.
So,
But yes,
Okay, we're leaving camp.
leaving
we're playing the
camp.
game.
So we'll just do the first day. How many hours are you planning on traveling?
Per day?
How many would be like a regular amount? Like if we're splitting this up into a 5-day journey for the 200 miles, like fifth of 200 miles. Math. Easy math, but I'm not gonna do it.
That'd be 40 miles a day, right?
Yes. That was a test.
7.5 hours.
Okay. That seems fair.
Butts are gonna hurt.
Yours might.
Hey, this isn't Julian's first version.
Yeah, Julian would be fine.
One of the things you were told before you left was that when you get to a fork in the road, to take the left.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's two forks. To go across the bridge on the right, and then to take the left at the fork. But you're kind of there should be some signs on the way, is what you're told. So it shouldn't be too difficult to find your way.
Across the bridge on the right, then take the left fork.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start having it be in turns for the random encounter rolls. So, could somebody roll 15 d20s, please?
15?
Whoa.
Here, I got it.
Yeah.
No.
Roll. Oh, whoa, so many. Well, 2 20s.
It's not a good thing.
Shit.
Fuck.
Okay, I just rolled 15 d20s just because I wanted to see what would happen. I literally got 179.
So close.
Okay. Right. Roll 2 more d20s.
I killed us all.
Okay. So, you're traveling for about half an hour. You stumble upon an old grave. Doesn't seem to be. it seems to be a normal grave, and you can have a look if you want.
Is it just like we're like on a path, a road, and then there just happens to be a grave by it, or?
Yeah, there just happens to be a grave by the side of the road.
Okay. If no one's gonna head over to it, I feel to give reason for Quinn to get off and check it. Dante would probably hop off, curious to inspect it and run over to it. So Quinn will go get him and check it out while she's over there.
I think Viv will go with Quinn
Yeah.
because it's a cool, scary grave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Julian is scared that if he gets off a horse, he won't be able to get back on it again.
Ashiok is babysitting Julian.
Bonding.
Okay, so it's quite simple. It's a kind of a long mound in the floor. So it just kind of looks like that.
Okay, is there like a headstone, or is it just hole that's been recently covered?
There's a very simple headstone. You can't make out a name or anything.
Okay. How freshly like buried does this thing look?
Not very. It's not had time to completely grow over the earth, but it's not like yesterday.
Okay. I guess if Viv's over with Quinn, she'll turn to her and be like, "That's kind of weird, right?"
What?
I mean, the fact that whoever it was got buried here and didn't get brought back to any sort of town or graveyard or something like that.
People die in the middle of nowhere all the time. It's not always practical to bring their body back to civilization.
Probably not.
Especially in these parts, you don't know what it could attract. Wolves. Worse.
I suppose so, but it didn't seem like anybody stuck around with them, so. Well, I don't know. Looking at the like crude headstone, we can't make out any. Is there like symbols or anything that we could make out, like a warning or any information?
You can't really get any information from it. It's quite more that there's been a stone put there to kind of mark it. It doesn't really have any writing or anything on it.
Okay. I suppose I'm just wondering, like, how. Because Irina seemed so, intent on getting her father buried before she left. I just wonder what the culture is here about, like, burying someone that's not in a sacred place. I probably wouldn't care about it if it weren't for this whole curse and Strahd and that sort of stuff.
Can I do a check? Arcana check or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
14.
Okay. You can't see any signs of magic. There's no like runes or any of the residue you would expect from magic. It seems, as far as you can tell, just to be a grave.
The ground around it doesn't look disturbed or anything, does it?
Other than like the mound of dirt that is over the grave now. It doesn't.
How recent? How old does it look?
Couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, it's not an old grave.
Yeah. I might just go ask Arena, she's from here, whether that's a weird thing or not to do. Like, whether there's any superstitions about it.
Be my guest.
Yeah. All right.
Did you want me to keep an eye out for anything, or?
Sure, if you want to check it out, but maybe it's just a grave. But I mean, giving it once over, it's something to do on this monotonous journey.
Fine.
Thanks. Quinn leaves to see Arena.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about this sort of stuff?
Well, I haven't travelled much in the past, but I don't think it's too strange for there to be graves around. It's quite a dangerous road, and it's more dangerous if you have to carry the body with you.
I suppose so. I was hoping something exciting might happen. But maybe it is just somebody that's been lost.
I can't say for certain. If you're looking for something exciting, maybe a zombie will jump out.
It would be something to do if it came out.
We've only been on the road half an hour.
I get very bored
It'll be
very
a long
quickly.
journey for you.
It's going to be, yeah.
Well, it's something to talk about for the next 7 days and 23 and a half hours.
Yeah. Like 5 days from now, we'll be like, remember that time there was a grave? Remember when nothing happened? Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
Yes, let's hope that's all we have to talk about.
Hopefully, yeah. Quinn will just turn back to see if Viv spotted anything else, but if there's nothing that we can tell right away, I think Quinn would be ready to just get Dante back and get back on her horse.
Okay.
Unless anybody else, has any thoughts on what to do.
I think I'm quite happy for this journey to be as boring as possible, thank you.
All right.
Quinn just showing off how much of an adrenaline junkie she is.
I mean, she is. She's used to throwing herself at monsters, so.
Quinn just being like, please be a zombie, please be a zombie, please be a zombie.
Yeah, please be a fucking zombie. Like, she, had her, maul out when she was walking up to it. I'm like, aw, damn it.
Quinn, sometimes people just die.
Well, that's unspectacular.
Sometimes a grave is just a grave.
Well, I'm never gonna die. Quinn gets back on her horse. Just not gonna do it.
All right. Can I ask who has the best medical? What is it?
Medicine checks.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
For.
So, whoever has the best wisdom, really.
I have a 1.
+1.
Julian's got a 3.
I forgot I was 0.
Okay.
What's Julian's wisdom?
14. He's also got various jack of all trades things, which gives him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's
God, he's a
as well. He's
bard.
got a +3 in animal handling as well.
For all the good that it did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't actually have lower than a 1 in anything.
Multi-talented.
Okay. And in that case, as you're walking along the next stretch, Arena will pull her horse up to Julian's, and she will she'll look a little bit nervous about asking. I think Julian's a little bit intimidating. But she will say, Julian, I felt a little useless yesterday when you were all fighting those wolves so well. I want to be able to do something in fights, and I think maybe I could learn some medicine, maybe try and help people.
Oh, well, of course. That sounds like it'd be a useful thing. I don't think many of us are particularly well versed in that, so yes, yeah, I can. Well, I can't say that I'm particularly skilled in it either, but I can probably show you a couple things if that'd be helpful. I certainly had a few anatomy lessons in my time.
Bonk.
Arena doesn't know what to do when you say that. I think she'll say, okay, maybe when we stop for the night.
Oh god, Arena was flirting with Julian. Abort, abort.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if I need. Sorry, I don't know if that was the end of that or whether I needed to say something else. But yeah.
That can be an end, but yeah. Yeah, so it's been about an hour now. You're kind of at the edge of a river the whole way as you go down. And as you kind of come out for some trees, you get to kind of a T junction. A non-car way of saying that. But and you've got a bridge on the right, and then a path going left and down. And as you kind of reach the bridge, you see a raven land on one of the trees behind you. It seems to be following you. So when you kind of go forward on your horses, it seems to kind of follow you from branch to branch.
We take the right and go on the bridge.
Yeah. You've been traveling for kind of most of it now. You're almost ready to turn in for the night. The number of ravens following you has increased. There are quite a lot of them now. Yeah.
Viv, are you doing that?
Why is it when something strange happens, you always ask me?
I just mean to say none of us have spawned any flying creatures other than you, and there are many of them following us now. I'm just wondering if you're getting a lot more powerful, because that would be helpful, but also would be good to know.
No. Can I do an arcana check?
Yes.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Could you also do an animal handling check? I think this is kind of equal what you know about magic, equal what you know about just birds.
Okay, that was a 13.
Okay. I think you know a bit about ravens, and you know that they're quite smart. But you don't notice anything magical about them. They seem to be they don't seem to be doing anything that birds wouldn't do, or ravens wouldn't do. In your knowledge about ravens and your knowledge about what that kind of controlling magic would look like.
Okay. Perhaps, I don't know. They're intelligent birds. Perhaps they are, they just know that we're going to kill some things and they just want to feed on whatever we kill. It's been known to happen.
Ah, that checks out, I suppose. I just haven't often been followed by a herd of birds.
Not a fan?
I don't know, I don't like being watched.
Birds.
Birds.
They're not. They're hardly the most, well, the cruelest of animals. They don't really pose you any threat. They're just curious.
Well, my business is my own, and
It's okay if you're scared of birds. You, you can tell us.
I'm not scared of birds. I promise you, I'm not scared of birds.
We won't
just-
laugh.
I'm not scared of birds. I'm definitely not scared of birds.
Awfully, emphatic denial.
Exactly. I feel like the more I deny it, the more it seems like I'm definitely scared of birds. But I'm not. I'm cool. I'm all
I'm
good.
feeling so convinced, Quinn.
I actually have high charisma, but I'm awkward. No, I just thought it was
Did you
weird.
say that in character?
Yeah. I'm a very charismatic person. No, fine. If nobody else minds the birds, then I guess we have people to watch over us while we sleep. Or animals.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a little disconcerting to be surrounded by birds, but
Yeah.
maybe that's just a local fauna.
Just like the big wolves.
I mean, anything goes in this weird nightmare land, so I suppose freaky birds could also be part of it.
Are you
Yeah.
scared of birds then, Julian?
I am not scared of birds.
See?
It's okay if you're scared of birds, though.
You can be scared of birds, Julian.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Just like Vivianne's afraid of wolves, we all have our things.
Julian just rolls his eyes and ignores this. He's learned he's not going to rise to it.
That's a smart move. Quinn's like, I wish I did that.
To think that Viv didn't really have a problem with wolves before this campaign, but
I like to think that she still doesn't have a problem with wolves, just like Ashley's like just convinced himself that she hasn't.
well, you can now convince Ashley can convince himself that Quinn and Julian are both
Oh
scared
yeah,
of
he's
birds.
totally convinced. He's like, oh, yeah, of course, it's like an embarrassing thing to be scared of. He understands why they don't want to come clean with it, but now he knows that they're scared of birds for a fact.
I feel like while
Now
this whole
you-
conversation is happening, Trex is like feeding them behind the group, just like throwing crumbs on the ground and trying to become friends with the birds.
Oh, that's the reason why they're following us in the first place. Trax had spotted one raven, started feeding it, and then like another raven came, so Trax has started feeding that one, and now there's like an entire flock that's been following us for like the last 10 miles just because.
Maybe.
But yeah, wait, were we getting to the end of our travels for the day, or was it just when we got over to the fork in the road that they were kind of there?
So the first one appeared when you got to that fork in the road, and then
Okay.
since then more of them have kind of been joining and following you, and they do so kind of until the end of the day, pretty much.
Okay. All right. I guess we keep heading until we like hit our limit of traveling and, have to make camp.
Yeah, the horses start to get tired just as you come to like a more open bit of field. You've got some trees about 10 miles on your left that you can see. And on the right, quite a long way in the distance, but on the right you can see a huge dark castle. It's really tall spiked turrets, and it seems to have this kind of cloud of its own around it.
Who lives there?
What direction is that from, like, where we are? Is that like along the path, or is that like?
It's not along the path. So the path is going kind of north, and it will be going northwest. Northwest. The castle is pretty much directly east at the moment.
Do we have any sense of like how far that would be? I mean, I guess if it's on the horizon, it's like maybe like 20 miles or something.
About 40.
Oh, okay. Let's knock on the door and see if they'll provide give us a nice bed for the night. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Ding.
uh, no, I don't think we're gonna approach it.
Yeah. I mean, if we're camping out here, at least it's a good view.
So are we making camp for the night then?
Mm. Yeah, I think it's probably a good plan. Can we find like a particularly defense spot? Like, we don't want to just be out in the open when we're camping, or else there will be new graves along the road.
It's quite an open area. I don't think there are many trees. You'd have to travel for an extra hour or so to get to some.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
the
that
horses
tire
are
is.
tired.
Yeah. Could we just walk a bit more to be safer? Or do we need to stop? Like, could we get off the horses and just walk with them if they're tired? Or is it like this kind of where we're ending?
You could probably push it with the horses if you got off them.
What do people think?
I mean, it's always better to have some cover.
Yeah. I'm not used to sleeping out in the open like that, so I suggest we push on. People are fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Well,
I
all
guess
right.
so.
Time for a little bit of walking then.
I mean, it's kind of a nice night out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of cool, fresh air. It's not raining.
I suppose that is a blessing.
We walk for an hour.
Yeah.
Ding.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk for an hour. You come to a fork in the road. There's a sign pointing back the way you came that says Borovia and Circle encampment. There's one pointing to the left that says Valaki, and one pointing to the right that says Castle Ravenloft.
Castle Ravenloft.
Ominous. Is that Castle Raven Loft or Lot?
I will type it.
Oh, don't tell me you want to go there.
To the castle? That's intriguing.
So in terms of like cardinal directions, so we
Mm.
were heading like northwest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So back to Serpol is southeast from us.
Yes.
Valaki is the left fork. So is that going further west?
Yes. I might be able to draw it if I put you on random battle map. Get rid of that. Just draw. So you've kind of come to a fork. You've got left going up to the Valaki. Got right going to Castle, and you have where you came in. There's a bridge there. If that makes sense. With my terrible drawing.
Oh, this is good. It's helpful.
Yes, very.
What was that a drawing of again? Sorry. Didn't I promise I'm not mocking you. I'm just
Like a little map. So I'll change the colour for where you are and do like a big circle of where you are. You are there, and you've been going in that direction.
So we crossed the bridge on the right, so we're at the right side already, and then this is the fork. No, because we were at a fork before. Is this a second fork that we didn't get told about?
They
No,
did
this is
tell you
the
about
second.
the second fork.
Okay.
I thought,
we were told to go
I thought
left and then right. I think.
no, we were told to go right and then left.
Oh no.
Yeah, when we
I
get
have
to a
it.
bridge, cross it on the right and take the left at the fork. But we've
Yeah.
already been to a fork and we went left at it. Or is
Isn't
this
this
the
the
first?
fork that we're going left at?
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. This makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to build a mental map.
A mind map, a mind palace.
Not a mind map. I'm writing this down. But
a physical map.
yeah, I'm making a mental map and also a physical map. I'm also doing that.
2 maps. Oh. I love how antsy Quinn is right now that she is like, let's just go to the fucking castle.
It's 40 miles away.
Let's just go to the fucking castle.
How many? 1, 4, or?
No, 40.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
It's a whole
no.
extra day's walk.
Would we even be able to see that, or?
It's a very big castle.
It's huge. More reason to go.
So we don't know what's down the fork to the southwest.
No,
Okay.
because they didn't tell you.
Oh, where does this? Sorry for more Elliot map time. How does this map onto where the town that we were at before is?
And then the town can be not that. It's a terrible colour. It's also I know the colour doesn't matter. It can be black. It was about there.
So is that where Serpol is?
The black circle, yeah.
And the town we were at before we went to Serpol. Yes.
Would be further to the right.
Okay. Gotcha. What was that town called? Sorry.
Barovia.
But for some reason I thought this whole country was called
It is.
Barovia.
So the
Oh,
village is called Barovia, and the whole place is called Barovia.
Barovia,
Ah.
Barovia.
I was
I mean, the capital of Luxembourg is called Luxembourg City, isn't it? So I think it's entirely unprecedented.
It's not, but I'm mad at it. Luxembourg should change its capital's name.
I mean, Luxembourg shouldn't exist, so.
This is a Luxembourg hate account. Okay,
All
we
right.
can now exit map time.
Yes. Map time is done.
I'm
Oh.
content.
Oh, there's lots of people following. Shit. Okay, good thing I muted myself. Thank you,
I have said
all
all
the
this
random people
in
for the
knowing
follows.
that, Julian himself would not have paid any fucking
My
attention.
guess is that this is probably coming from Grandmaster's
Right.
server.
So I guess we're going to the
So-
left then.
Thank you. Yep, there you go, Grand Dark.
So,
All right. We
Thank
can head
you.
down a little bit and
Thank
make
you,
our camp
Grand, and thank you
have
all
a
for
rest,
popping
and
by.
If the next days
when
are
the
like
follows-
this, I'd rather get it over with quickly.
So,
agreed.
I don't know
All right.
which server they had mentioned
Have we
you guys are
had
from,
to
but
camp out yet
I do
before?
appreciate
Or
it.
have
Thank you for stopping
'cause we
by.
were there, we were at a house, and then we went to a town. Have we had to camp?
Yeah. Remember we
To be thick,
had
though.
one after
Oh yeah.
after
We-
the house.
You guys are good
And we
friends
got the
to
wine
just
from
follow a
Strahd.
random person just because he
Yeah.
asked. So
That was
thank
drunk
you.
camping. It's dramping.
We are not
Jesus.
making dramping a thing. Otherwise, basically 90% of camping is now dramping.
All right. Well, then I guess it's time to pitch up tents again. Get sorted.
I think the exclamation mark is backwards for rules there.
Okay.
Slickening.
Yeah, the ravens are still there, following you. They're just kind of watching. Yeah, is there anything anyone wants to do while you're kind of camping overnight?
Irina wanted to talk to Julian about healing stuff, medical stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
How about what learning things? Slightly. I guess it would be a role as to Julian's teaching abilities. So maybe over the course of this journey, Irina's gonna try and get like an extra +1 to medicine or something.
Yeah, sure.
Teaching.
What role would be best?
Some kind of charisma thing. So it'll be good.
Performance.
Performance? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do performance. And then maybe for the quality of it, we'll also do a medicine role.
Yeah. Okay. This one's for performance. Nat 20.
Hell
He is a
yeah.
Great teacher.
You're an amazing teacher. Let's hope you don't get that one on the medicine. Or you'll be teaching us terrible things.
Why have I used up all of my good luck on the fucking teaching role? Okay. Okay, it's not bad.
Nice.
All of his half-remembered private tutors all coming back.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good progress. And if you roll really well over the 5 days, I think we'll kind of maybe I'll do a roll at the end to see how much or at various points to see how much that helps with her skill check stuff.
Yeah. I was just thinking of after he's given her like a little like lesson on stuff, as being like, I've got a decent grasp of the more of a theoretical sort of medicine stuff, but I think if you wanted more of a some physical tutoring, I'm sure Quinn would like to help you out with that.
The fuck is physical tutoring mean?
Don't
Want to play doctor?
damn quiz is Quinn is down. Quinn is down bad.
She didn't ask Julian to do this.
Yeah, but
Like,
Quinn is down bad so much that Julian can tell.
I can't tell if this is like, I haven't like decided whether this is Julian trying to be like a wingman or whether it's because he knows that she doesn't know shit about medicine and is trying to
Like fucking pranker, like. God damn it. Quinn's over there patting Miss Sparkles for the good job she did earlier and giving her treats, and she's like, I can sense something's gone down.
some nonsense is happening.
Yeah.
Arena will kind of just say, "Oh, is Quinn particularly good at medicine?"
I think you'll have to find out.
He's great at gynecology.
Oh. How would that help in battle?
When you see it'll come up. It'll come up.
Yeah. I think once like the theoretical stuff is over, Irina might go to Quinn for some practical tutoring.
Wait, what's happening now? What?
Okay. So is there anything else anyone would like to do before turning in for the night?
I think if Irina is over, Quinn did have a question for her at the camp, so she might use it as a chance to, once she realizes what's happening, she's like, oh, fuck. Like, she'll kind of distract the conversation a little bit until she can figure out what to do and be like, maybe not tonight, but could I keep you for a second? I just wanted to talk about something.
Of course.
All right. So, we're traveling a long way to get you away from that guy. Strahd, get you somewhere safe where he can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. How were your interactions with him?
I don't remember them. I pretty much slept through all of them. I'd hear some sounds outside. I think he probably heard them, the wolves and the scratching. But then after that, I was just asleep. And I'd wake up in the morning feeling quite weak. But yeah, I've never actually seen him.
Can Quinn do an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Okay. What is my insight? Where's insight? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Okay. A 20?
She seems to be telling the truth. I think maybe she has, even though she had, I think maybe she's not telling the full truth, maybe, but she's. It's like she thinks that that's the truth, but she's not 100% clear on it. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. You seem kind of hazy when I'm talking to you about this stuff.
Yeah, it's quite hard to remember it. I don't really know what happened. I was so out of it for the whole thing.
Mm. Maybe it's probably a good thing that you were out of it. It's not really a fun thing to experience.
I'm gonna get Arena to do an insight check on that.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes, I think if she'd have got high, she might have like questioned how you.
Yeah.
Knew. But
I
Yeah.
think she's like Quinn's leading into something, so she's not really trying to hide
mhm.
that route. At least not with. Oh yeah.
I think with the 6, Arena's just oblivious.
Mm. Because I think after Quinn's done the inside check, and she's pretty sure that this, like Arena isn't lying about or trying to hide something, and it really is easy for her. I think Quinn tries to make sure that she's away from the rest of the party when they're talking. And she has like on her armor, it normally covers like quite a lot of her neck, but she pulls it down a bit to show Arena the 2 bite marks on the side of her neck.
Oh. So you've the same thing has happened to you then. How did you manage to stop your?
Mine was a little less unconsensual in a way.
Right.
It wasn't from here. The one that did this, and it was more. Look, I'm just showing you this, and I haven't showed it to anybody else yet. I'm showing you this to ask if you can maybe try hard to think back into those hazy times of anything that might help us against this person. Mine was an offering. I didn't lie to people when I said I haunted monsters, but well, in this instance, there was a way other than killing that I solved that situation. And so instead of a town getting feasted on, I let myself get feasted on.
Irina looks quite thoughtful at that. And she says, "Thank you for trusting me with that. I think there might be something I remember. I can't really tell if it was real or not. There was a strange mist in the room. It could have just been that my head was going, or it might have been a real mist, but it was strange."
Well, before we came here, we faced a mist like that. It seemed to weaken some of the people that were inside of it. Maybe if it was completely around you, that was what was causing you to just pass out. That was what was causing you to feel weak when you woke up again.
Maybe. I don't know if it's the same mist that's around Barovia or not. I haven't travelled that far. Maybe.
Perhaps. I just wanted to ask if there was something more going on with Strad. If you knew more about him than you were letting on, but you seem trustworthy, which is why I told you.
I'll keep your secret unless you want to tell anyone. But I don't know anything else about Strad. I don't know why it's happening.
All right. Well, maybe we just keep this between us, and I'll let you get to resting up for tomorrow's travels.
Thank you.
And I don't know quite what Julian was saying about the medicine thing, but if you ever need someone to practice on, I'm pretty good at taking a beating. So if you mess up, it's not really that bad when it's on me.
Oh, I hope that I would hope I'm not quite that bad, but maybe if we get into a fight, I'll see what I can do.
Well, it's good that someone else is here to have our backs.
That's as much as I can, I hope.
Yeah. Well, good night, Arena.
Good night, Quinn.
Quinn walks off.
Irina follows back to camp.
Fuck, I did it again.
Yeah, we were walking in the same direction.
Yeah, Quinn's like, oh, do I speed up? Do I not? If I speed up, it's so obvious. I'm just gonna keep walking. Maybe he does the like, oh wait, I forgot this thing, and like turns around for a second, and then like lets her walk on ahead.
Gotta like trip and fall so she catches you or something. Come on, Quinn.
If Quinn was gonna get caught by someone, she's big, she's buff.
Oh no, then you end up on the ground together, Quinn. Come on.
This is Quinn's internal monologue. She's like, fuck, I did it again.
Oh, she's doing so well.
Dang. This is a refreshing break from playing different characters that I have. But yeah, that's what Quinn was doing. I don't know if anybody else has interactions they want to do.
I've been left behind at camp with the most uninteractable people.
Give it a go.
Well, that's the fun part. You have to.
You're forced to be friends with each other.
What did people talk to Julian about? Like, you know, it's like relating to landlords. You can't.
Wow, don't you dare.
That's a bit too far. I mean, poor Julian. I mean,
Yeah,
poor
He
landlord.
hasn't inherited. Oh, I was gonna say Julian hasn't inherited his like dad's 40 like beachfront properties yet.
Not that you know.
He has, but it's just not enough. It was disappointing for Julian.
I mean, is where Julian from a feudal society? Is Julian just a straight up, not even a landlord, but like a fucking feudal lord? Or is he like minor nobility or something?
I'd have to ask him to find out.
Oh God. Perhaps it's best not to know. I don't know. I feel like Ashley could ask Viv some stuff.
Thanks for the follow,
She's
Neff.
not that bad, is she?
I didn't get to list everyone else's names off. Xpewin,
I'm just drawing a
Ipana
blank.
Bear.
I'm sorry.
Gamer Twink, Nobito, Slickening.
Well, she's not going to come up to
Blensmia, and
you,
Neff.
so
Thank you all for
Oh, yeah,
following.
so
That did
he-
actually get us to the 50,
Nobody's
so
gonna
thank
talk
you
to
a lot.
anyone.
Again, thanks.
Quinn's
Grand
just gonna do a loop around the camp and
for
check in with everybody, like, y'all doing
using
good?
your influence and
Meet
getting some
new
people
friends,
here. It's very
guys.
much appreciated, eh? I'm glad you all came over. If you
Is
ever
everything
find
okay,
yourself
Quinn?
wanting something to watch and come back,
No,
stick
it's
around.
not.
I figured. What did
No.
you do?
What did I do? When? What? How?
What did you do?
what were you doing outside the camp?
Oh, just having a conversation, trying to see if oh my god, why am I blanking on her name? If Arena knew anything more about Strahd.
And
Okay.
that's all you were talking about.
Yeah, just asking her some info. She was saying she's pretty hazy on it all, but she did seem to mention the mists that appeared when it was all happening. I figured that it might be something like the stuff that you walked into.
Possibly.
Yeah. Unless anybody has a better idea about that. I mean, how's everybody feeling? Quinn looks around to see if the ravens are still, like, just staring at us.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole time that this is going on, I think I'm trying to like collect things to feed the ravens throughout the woods, like in the area.
Traxxas has attracted a particularly large group of ravens, just following her wherever she goes.
Yeah. Wait, have you been doing that the entire time?
Most of it. She seems more happy, like now that she's interacting with animals.
Oh, I forgot to get you to do a roll. Speaking of Traxxas being happy.
Oh no!
Shit!
Sorry.
Shit! I opened my goddamn mouth.
Trax is dead.
Yeah.
So could Traxxas and Ashiok please make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, I'm okay at those.
Oh, Ashiok's still
Oh.
making them?
Wait, I could help. New spell I picked up because I got enhanced ability, so I could buff you guys' constitution.
Is it something we would
Ooh.
know is happening though to like preempt it with a spell? Because it's a saving throw.
It would be at midday, and it would just kind of be like you get like an urge. So I don't know if you would know it was coming yet. Maybe if it carries on for another day, you might be able to.
I like that slip of, oh, maybe when it's going to continue to happen. You're like, oh, maybe if it happens, I swear.
I mean, the main problem is, like, would they ask Julian to help?
Well, Traxa doesn't need it. She's happy with birds in the real world. She can't be hurt anymore. Because I got a nat 20 for a total of 25.
Okay. You don't feel the urge to eat a pie.
I got a 13.
You also don't feel the urge to eat a pie.
Ooh.
Yay.
Woo. But yeah, no, if you've been feeding the bird, that you didn't say you were feeding the birds when I was getting razzed about having a fear of birds, and Quinn like just stares at Ashiok.
I wasn't
What?
listening to you guys.
Okay, this makes a lot more sense that the birds are following us now.
Look, if I knew that she was feeding the birds, I'd tell her to stop and tell her you were afraid of birds.
Ashiok, I'm not afraid of birds.
That's exactly what someone who is afraid of birds would say.
I know,
I had this
but
exact conversation with Vivienne, except that was about wolves. And I know
yeah.
she's afraid of wolves.
Okay, how can I convince you that I'm not afraid of birds?
Trexa hands you a pile of food.
Oh, fuck.
The
See?
birds all descend, like, all together, like...
I am now afraid of birds.
See, I knew it! I knew it!
That's entirely different. God damn it.
I wasn't feeding them before they showed up, though.
Oh. I don't know, it's yeah. Just weird. And I mean, the fact that the castle is called Ravenloft. Maybe it's just because there's a lot of birds around, I don't know.
That would make sense. I mean, I don't know a lot about birds, I
Hmm.
guess, but I had a friend a long time ago who did, and I think he told me once that birds just, like, especially ravens, they'll live together in like big, big, big groups, and they're really mean, or something like that.
Ah. Mean
And
group
like,
of birds.
yeah, like they remember faces. I don't know how a bird knows what a face looks like, but apparently they do, and they'll gang up on you, especially if you feed them.
Great.
So it's
Wow.
okay. You don't
That's-
have to be afraid. Uh, we just shouldn't like attack them or something, because then they'll get really mad at us and they'll bring more birds.
They'll bring the birds back to.
They'll bring even more of their friend birds.
Okay. All right. Well, since I'm deathly afraid of birds, then let's not attack the birds.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, thank you, Ashiok. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
You're a good friend. Quinn knows when to take an L. Oh.
No brains, only beef.
Pat. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess this has been the designated area for the birds, so I'm gonna pick the tent that's furthest away from them because of the fear thing.
Yeah, I'll sleep next to the birds if you want.
Oh,
I'm not
thank you.
afraid of birds.
See, but that's something someone who's afraid of birds would say, Ashiok. Are you sure you're not afraid of birds?
Uno reversed.
Yeah.
It was all just one big projection.
Oh.
No, he's got like this genuinely like, you know, this very smug like puppy look on him. He's like, yeah, yeah, I'll sleep like next to the birds.
I'll do
It's
that.
okay. It's no worries.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Alright, so tomorrow it's up again, traveling, get to this next city. And, yeah, how's everybody feeling about killing an unkillable person?
Great.
Great.
Worth a try.
Worth a try. That's positivity.
I mean, I think it's more like, well, hopefully we can at least attempt to reason with him, if such a thing is possible.
As in, we just go to him and ask him to let us out?
No. But
No.
perhaps he could be reasoned with. Obviously, if he sent us here, he sent us here for a reason.
Yeah, and the Bastranis, like, they can travel in and out. They brokered some sort of a deal. I mean, maybe we could.
Just so
Maybe we
stream
could
isn't
do that.
confused, I made this before. I wanted to use it as a thumbnail
mean,
with the
We don't
the
really
ravens in
have
it, so
another choice.
when I upload this video onto
Yeah.
YouTube.
I mean,
we
the
might
whole-
as well try to kill him,
I grabbed
honestly.
it
I
before I
mean,
forget.
who wants to bother with being like half in and half out of here and having to come back but still being allowed out? That sounds kind of lame, right?
I mean, it
It's-
sounds better than trying to kill an unkillable vampire. So
I mean, surely it's better to just die then, right? At
well,
least we
uh,
tried.
well, don't know
well,
about
I'm not.
you, but
Yeah. I
not
said
planning
earlier
on
that
dying
I'm not.
today.
Exactly. I mean, like, if we get, I hadn't thought about just talking to him and trying to get out of here.
Don't you think others have already tried?
Well, the
Others
Pastanis
with
did.
more um convincing bids than us too.
Well,
This-
it seems that he has his eye on us, so we must be interesting to him in the least.
Must be some reason why he brought us here, and maybe that's something that we can bargain with.
He did leave us wine, if we're thinking that it's the same guy.
Oh, surely he said welcome to Barovia, then.
Mm-hmm.
Why would
I
it?
suppose for now, maybe just stick to gathering some more information, and then maybe we can make a decision about it a little bit later. But I think it's probably worth at least trying to talk to him before we go in all guns blazing. So I really doubt that that's going to go particularly well for us, if I'm honest.
Maybe
Yeah.
not for you.
Well,
Look, I'm not the best at talking to people and convincing them of things, but you're pretty fucking good at it. So if we do get the chance, it might be good to see what you can do.
maybe I can at least bargain for something.
Yeah. Just remember whose shield you've been standing behind the whole time, though, when you're making a deal for who can get in and who can get out.
I'm sure I can bear you all in mind at least.
Thank you. Courteous.
Don't
I mean-
forget who slept next to the birds.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I'm just more interested about learning why he brought us here in the first place.
Mm.
He gave us wine and maybe he
I
wants a date.
think I need to get back out.
Shit, fuck, it was just for you
because
guys.
I
Oh
left
god,
certain things
and my voice
behind
cracked.
that I'm realizing
was
could
muted in
get very, very mad.
Discord chat. Oh well. If he left us wine and brought us here, maybe he's just wants a date.
He wants a date?
That's normally how I
Yeah.
tried to help get people to like me, was food.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess he kind of brought like a pretty varied catalog, all things considered.
Real horny motherfucker.
I mean, I'm a lesbian, so I hope that Strad respects that, and I can bow out of this race and just go home. Can I tell him that? I feel like he's a monster, but he's not a monster, you know? Like,
Whole plot of Curse of Strahd derailed when the whole party is just lesbians. It's like, ah, fuck, never mind.
you have no power here.
Wizards did not
I
account
am
for
no
it.
man. Oh. Okay, so date is on the table. Fun game. Would you date Strahd? My answer is no.
Well, that's not a very fun game, is it?
What do you mean? It's like fuck, marry, kill. You ever play fuck, marry, kill? But it's all Strahd.
think
It
Viv.
depends. I haven't seen him yet, so you know.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
withhold my opinions.
Okay.
Yeah, imagine having like a crush on someone you just met like a day ago.
Yeah, that's pretty strange, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you haven't seen them, then that makes sense. But you could see them, and then like they might
Well-
look.
Well, I don't know. Some people write letters to each other for years and never see each other, and then they meet and it goes horribly wrong. But anyway,
Insight check.
that's
I don't know if that's meta or if that's backstory. Like,
Yeah.
I want to do an insight check, and then on the side, a real life insight check.
I'm-
I was just I was going on a tangent. I mean, I guess kind of based on real life events.
It's okay, Ashiok. You don't have to be afraid of love
Or birds.
or birds.
Now, birds I'm not afraid of. Birds are one thing I am not afraid of. I tell you
But-
that.
But love?
But love,
What is love?
baby,
Baby, don't hurt me.
That's some good lyrics for the new song, Julian.
Julian's just noting down like
I guess I don't know. Never. I don't think I've ever really tried it. I think
Never tried it.
no. I don't know. I don't really know what it really means to really be in love. I think. I suppose I've just never had a person like that. Maybe.
Fucking
Well, I
Ashio.
can assure you it's very overrated. It's only caused
Oh.
so much drama.
Oh,
You're
then
better off without it.
maybe it's good then.
I don't know. Some things can be good about it, even if some things are shit.
Like.
Like, well, I just am guessing that it's probably like that. I mean, there's got to be a reason why there's so many stories about it and stuff, you know?
Insight check.
Julian raises an eyebrow.
Can I tell if Quinn is like bullshitting about not knowing what love is?
I'll roll my roll.
I got an 18.
I got an 8.
Actually, I want. Can I roll one as well? Because, like, I think Julian knows the answer, but he's curious. Okay, 17.
Why are y'all rolling so fucking high?
Quinn is just a real shit liar.
She's so bad. She has a +4 and she's bad at lying. Like,
The whole time her eyes are just like darting over to the side at some specific someone of like, yeah, I wouldn't understand anything.
I wouldn't get that. No. But yeah, it's
Julian
obvious
gives her
that
a
there's
smirk.
Why don't you? Non-verbal. Like, she's got non-verbal. Look, we were talking about you in the first place, so that's who we were talking about.
I mean, it's okay to be afraid of love, I think, just like it's okay to be afraid of birds. And if you're afraid of both, that's also okay.
Mm-hmm. Love is like a bird. Something that you should never try to cage.
Julian also writes this down in his notes.
But it's terrifying when it's flying right towards you.
In large quantities.
In large quantities, yeah, it's fucking scary.
Ew.
This is not what we meant. God damn
Yeah, we were
it.
innocently talking about love.
Would those birds happen to be white?
Ugh.
No,
No.
they're not. God damn you, Ashiok. You're losing himbo points, okay? You gotta be innocent.
It's not Ashiok, this is me. It's the player.
Well, Quinn was being sappy, so.
No, Ashiok is like genuinely looking at you with like, you know, this just like genuine, I don't know, very earnestly. Like, oh yeah, I guess I see how that.
God damn it.
I mean, the real question is whether anyone risks asking Vivian.
I feel like Quinn might as a deflection tactic, like as like a like she's just like these words like falling out of her mouth, and the more that people are looking at her and she is the center of attention, the more that she just is like, "Bleh."
Yeah, how
Are
about
you
you?
afraid of white love
God damn it! God fucking
flying
damn it!
towards you?
Oh.
Previously unuttered words in the human language.
Yeah, Viv, are you afraid of the cum birds?
Oh, is that what they represent? I thought it was something slightly more metaphorical than that.
No, it was meant to be metaphorical. I don't think in canon I did not say that.
I mean,
Yeah.
are people still playing Fuck, Marry, Kill, but with just Strahd?
I mean, we never got Viv's answer.
Yeah.
I don't think we got anyone's answer.
I mean, does Viv even need to answer that? Or I feel she would just give like the deathest of death stares.
Obviously, fuck then.
I mean, if that's what you want to take from that, then
An
go ahead.
insight check on the Death Star. I'm rolling it.
Everybody roll, whole party roll.
Oh, a 16. What does it mean?
I got a nat 20. I can see inside your soul.
It's just like making up fanfic in her head, like Wattpad fanfics, like your name Extrad.
Is there something there behind Viv's eyes about love and affection?
I mean, if you're going to do an insight check, Viv looks genuinely pissed off, not just like, oh my god, you're so immature pissed off, or why do I have to deal with these numpties pissed off, but like, perhaps you've touched a sore spot.
Ooh. Interesting. So you have known love then?
I mean, she's not actually saying anything, unless
Yeah.
you're gonna bait it out.
Well, Quinn says that unless if Viv doesn't react to it, I don't know.
It's none of your business.
It's just getting to know each other. You know.
Not everything is worth knowing.
I suppose not. God, I wish I knew just shutting up was an option. Can someone remind me to do that? That I can do that? That I can close my mouth? It's hard
Absolutely
with the.
never.
No, God damn it, Julian.
Sasha's having a big smile. So do you think he owns like the whole castle? So I feel like this might change my answer. I mean, how much of this like? Never mind.
Trexa nods her
Oscar
head in
not be
agreement.
Well, like, well, surely he owns all of Barovia, right? Because he has like power over it and stuff, so he must own all of it.
Interesting. Interesting.
I would assume if you married him, you'd get at least half.
At least.
Well,
Just
it
half his
depends how
headquarters.
long you were married to him, right? Because when my parents divorced,
I think Ashy was taught some very strange things about marriage.
I feel like if Jillian did say that, Quinn would bring up like, would Oscar not be a bit jealous?
Wait. Sorry,
Oscar.
sorry, my partner came in and distracted me.
Oh.
So what did you say?
Quinn would say like, would Oscar not be a bit jealous?
Okay, we're just playing pretend here.
Uh-huh.
Let's not. Okay, let's leave it. Okay.
Who's Oscar?
Yeah, who's Oscar?
No, it doesn't matter. None of you would care anyway.
Well, we're asking, so we do.
He's messy, is what he is, and let's leave it at that.
Touched a sore spot.
Junior just rolls his eyes again. Just. How dare you ask for backstory only like 2 days into the campaign?
Hey, I was getting razzed about love. And Quinn doesn't know whether Jillian was trying to help her or prank her, so this is payback, potentially.
No, it's completely fair.
And Trexa has no idea. She's just curious.
Oh.
I upped her charisma by 1. She can talk now.
So I see the rose-tinted glasses have faded a little.
Look, it's complicated, but you know, I'm gonna get out of this place, and it's going to be fine, and I'm going to sort it all out. It's all gonna be fine, but I just need to get out of here, and until I do, it's going to continue to be complicated. So
Yeah. Sure.
Was it complicated before you got stuck in here? Or did this kind of make it complicated? Because I'm sure everything, a lot of things become complicated when you're stuck in a weird vampire country without your consent.
I mean, it probably doesn't help that I managed to accidentally stand him up by getting kidnapped into a horrifying vampire realm.
Well, that's
so,
hardly your fault. He should understand.
Wow.
I mean,
Let's
you
see.
know, you couldn't have prevented it. How could you know that some old vampire would kidnap you for a date in his big the vampire country?
How could you have known?
Julian very pointedly doesn't look at Quinn.
Remember, he pointedly looks at Jillian.
See, it's fine. We're gonna get out, and we can explain everything, and it's going to be fine. But I just need to get out of here first. Once I do, It's all gonna be fine. But this is why I need to get the fuck out of this place so I can get back on with my life.
What if we get out and everybody doesn't like us anymore?
What do you
Well-
mean?
Well, I mean, nobody is.
Like if we're gone for too long and they forget us.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Nobody
You-
liked me to begin with.
Well,
True.
What do you mean?
Oh,
You're not really serious, Ashiok, are you?
No, it's true. I I haven't really stayed in like one place too long. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll just go back to whatever I was doing.
Yeah, but you don't seem like the type of person that dislikes the company of people.
No. Um uh, I I think it's like it's more of a it's not them, it's me thing. I guess I just don't mesh well in places.
I don't know, man. Like, look, I don't normally like people particularly. I no offense to everybody, but I wouldn't really choose to be here. But you don't seem like you haven't pissed me off, you know? You seemed like
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like if another person that liked people, they would like you. Like, I figure most people would like you. I don't get why people wouldn't.
Yeah. Uh
very, very
some-
subtle.
Wait, to who?
Oh, that Vivian was saying that to Quinn.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, I've had friends, here and there, but uh, I guess we've just, something's always happened as it tends to do, especially in this, you would know in this kind of line of work with uh, monster hunting, mercenary work, that stuff. People go their separate ways. Things happen. People die. Uh, and you know, I I kind of stand out in the crowd in some places, so uh, get a few dirty looks. I I prefer to avoid that, especially if you know they know my occupation. You know.
Yeah, I suppose. But you know what I said that first night when we were guarding the house from the wolves and things. When we get out of here, if you did want some people, I mean, the last stand is always looking for members. They hunt monsters, and I don't spend a lot of time there, but there's other people who do. And there's even some idiots that I'd call my friends there. If you were looking for somewhere, that is. Wasn't a fake offer.
Well, I mean, I suppose it wouldn't really hurt to give it a shot. I mean, I could always leave, if anything. So,
Sure. There's no commitment. That's what makes it great.
yeah, maybe. We'll see if I ever get out of here. Yeah.
One way or another. Any other conversation people want to make, or are people pretty much tired and ready to go to bed?
I suppose I'm on guard duty tonight.
We can do shifts, so it's not just one person out. I can take
I-
second shift.
I can do whatever. It's
Cool.
fine. I suppose I'm not really that tired anyway.
Wake me when you need me.
Hmm. All right, gonna head to bed then.
Has anyone else seen Viv do that weird Gandalf thing?
What?
You know, in Lord of the Rings, the third one, I think, when they go to steal the orb from Gandalf, and he's like a sleep. He's basically like sleeping with his eyes open or something.
Well, I guess they have because they were all like in the Irina's house together at
Yeah.
one point or something. So they must have seen her.
Yeah, I think we commented that it was weird, but we haven't talked to her about it. That might
Yeah.
actually be before we go to bed. Like, we might actually. Quinn might be like, what the fuck is up with that? Like, you assumed you were obviously taking for a shift.
Yes, it's meditation. Why, do you ask?
Meditation for the whole night.
No, just a few hours.
And then you sleep.
No, I do not sleep. Why? I
That's
don't need to.
well,
But
I
you
don't.
but you already knew that, didn't you?
Well, if you're willing to talk about it in front of everybody.
I didn't say that.
You brought it up, though.
I'm just not sure why you're asking.
Kind of an odd thing, is all.
I mean,
Unless, is that normal to other people?
No.
Yep, no.
Nope.
Or
can
am
I-
I the.
what can I say? I'm a magic user. You never seen anyone resting magically?
In certain ways, but they still have to sleep, don't they?
I guess it must be a different sort of magic to the sort of thing I can do, because I certainly get my proper beauty sleep.
Hmm.
Well, anyone can do cheap tricks.
Is that what you're calling it?
Oh.
Well, next time we're in a fight, you can yeah, keep to yourself, and none of these cheap tricks will go on you if that's what you want.
Jew, 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 Jew.
I doth my silk glove. Slap. Look, I don't know about threatening people in the group when we're fighting, but I don't think what Julian does is very cheap. But if you're insisting that it's magic that means you don't have to sleep, and then you call Julian's magic cheap, what are you trying to say about why you don't sleep?
This isn't a in character pause. I just generally can't think of how to respond to that.
Oh no, it's very cool. Like, take the time you need.
Um, not all magic is created equal.
I see.
I mean, I'll be honest. Most of the stuff I learned just for fun, parlor tricks. So I suppose it would be a little above myself to say it's the same sort of level as you exploding things with fire. So I guess they are rather different sorts of
I
of
mean,
magic.
and thing is, anyone can learn to uh, shoot fire out of their hands, to control the elements. There are some types of magic far darker and far more mysterious than that. Even that, and that's my main purpose in life. You call yourself a monster hunter, right?
Yes. I do.
Well, why don't you just think of me as a hunter of magic?
Hmm. Okay. Just hope, like monster hunters don't take on monsters that they can't handle. You don't. And she like kind of looks at a specific spot on Viv, and then her eyes go back to Viv's eyes. You don't
You,
hunt.
Quinn.
Stop it! Oh my god.
I just say those things.
There's reason, I swear. And then looks back at Viv's eyes, like pointedly. You don't tackle any magic that you can't control. Or else you might get severed from this completely.
One can only hope.
Well,
Me desperately going back to look at old photos of Viv to be like, wait, what are you talking about? What have I missed?
it's something you won't be able to see. It's something from early on in the campaign that Quinn clocked.
God damn it, I should have taken more notes.
Only starting now. Yeah, then I'm more than happy to let you take first watch if it's so easy for you. It's good to rely on all of our strengths.
Quite.
Well, I suppose I'll be off. I've blabbed enough for the night. Quinn stands to go to her tent.
Alright, well, see you all in the morning.
Hmm. Sweet dreams.
For you, maybe.
Hmm.
Who is keeping watch at around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, it'd probably still be me. I only
Mm.
need like maybe 3 hours.
Okay.
So
Roll a perception check.
am I good at perception? I forgot. Could be worse. 17.
And is everyone in tents?
I think
Or-
Traxa is just sleeping out by Sandwich.
Yeah, I'm doing. I'm sleeping by Grand Slam touchdown.
Okay. Trying to think. Is anyone in a tent?
Quinn is in a tent.
Okay.
Julian's in a tent.
Mm.
Right. I think Arena would also be in a tent. I think she'd brought one with her because she'd been planning to kind of leave for a while. Viv, you noticed a kind of a light mist around Irina's tent.
Right. Is it like the one that took us here?
It doesn't look as thick as that. It looks kind of, I don't know, lighter.
Is there any kind of like magical disturbance inside the tent?
You can go have a look inside the tent if you want.
Can I do an Arcana check first?
Yeah.
Schlibbity doo. That's only an 11.
It's hard to tell with an 11 whether this is a natural or a magical mist.
Hmm. Well, based purely on the fact that there has been a lot of weird mist, I think Viv is gonna still go and have a look inside.
Yeah. As you approach the tent, the mist kind of disperses, and when you look inside, Irina is still asleep, and she seems sleeping. She seems to be sleeping normally.
And did you say it dissipates as I walk up to it?
Yes.
Okay. Can I keep watch outside of it? I don't want to be weird and go inside, but or like stay inside there, but
Yeah, you can keep watch outside of it. Yeah, and nothing else happens for the rest of the night. Now that you're keeping watch outside the tent, everything
well,
seems.
I will need to switch at some point.
Mhm.
Probably maybe. Well, what time did everyone go to bed at? I'm assuming 8 hours of sleep or something.
It's 8 hours for a long rest, so I assume.
Probably
Uh,
like 11 or something if we were going to get up early. If we were literally just traveling and then.
So what? We're getting up at presumably like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, probably around 4 or 5. I would wake up someone for the next watch, and I think I would mention. I mean, who was doing the next watch? Was it Quinn?
Yeah, she said about taking second watch.
Okay, well, I would mention to Quinn that there was some weird mist around
Weird mist.
around
Ar-
Karina's tent.
How long was it there for?
A few minutes. I walked up to it as soon as I saw it, and it dissipated. I checked inside her tent, and there was nothing.
Right. Did you check her to see if she was okay?
Didn't seem to be any disturbance. She wasn't. Her sleep didn't seem disturbed. So
All right. Well, I guess I'll stay guard there then.
unless there was anything Quinn wanted to say.
I think like she'll wait until they're like really about to switch, like, she's about because she was like getting her armor on and everything
Okay.
until they're about to part ways. But then when that happens, she's like, "You brought it up like you wanted me to say something."
No? I'm just curious about how much you know. You seem to be playing stupid in front of the others. But I can
Wow.
tell. I can tell by how you look at me, by how you
I
act around me. You definitely know. So why don't you say anything?
because I thought if I had a secret, I wouldn't want somebody to blab it out if it might put me in danger. And I think telling people that somebody's not quite living anymore in a place where the undead hunt people probably not the best call.
Oh, so this is all out of the kindness of your heart, is it?
I don't have much kindness left in my heart, I don't think. I just hope. I don't know. I just thought hurting someone right away was a bad foot to step off on. And it's never bad to have something that somebody else doesn't know about someone. Plus, I was keeping an eye on you. You haven't seemed to have done something to hurt us yet.
Well, I could say the same for you.
What do you mean?
I don't think I'm the only one hiding something, am I?
I think every single person in this group might be hiding something.
Quite possibly. But some secrets I am not quite so privy to, while
You-
others, let's say perhaps I have some history with.
So you think you know me, then? And Quinn like steps up closer to Viv to look down at her a little.
Looking quite down, she's very short.
Yeah, can always look down further.
Crouches down.
You think you know me?
Don't want to pretend that I know anyone here,
Hmm.
but I think I know a little bit about you.
Then why don't you put your cards on the table and I'll put mine? So we're not playing a game that might distract us from what's going on here.
You think this is a game?
Are you not enjoying yourself?
I don't get some sort of twisted pleasure about being cryptic, if that's what you mean.
Then why be so cryptic?
Because when you've lived as long as I have, you learn that s- sometimes it's worth knowing where you stand.
All right. How long have you lived? And how long have you wanted that tether to be gone?
Perhaps not as long as you think. Few more decades
Hmm.
than it would appear.
I figure if I ask you what caused it, I'm not going to get an answer.
I was young and I was naive, and I fell in love with a very charming sorcerer,
Hmm.
a vampire, as it turned out. And
Hmm.
he was, I don't know, but I would have done anything he bidded, and I did so. And it turned out that at my most vulnerable, he betrayed me, and, well, he took a vital piece of my soul, left me like this, sort of chained to the world of the living, but not being able to live, as they say.
You think there's a way to get that part of you back? Because I can see it. I saw it the first time we met, and you're still holding on.
I'll be honest, I gave up a long time ago.
Hmm.
If I notice anything, then perhaps. But I'm not quite so naive to think that there'll be an easy way out of this. But who knows?
I suppose. Suppose if you're escaping this problem, you're only finding yourself in a deeper one.
I'm more
But-
concerned with finding the one that did this to me.
Do you know where to find them?
No.
But it's not here, is it?
Oh no. Strahd. How convenient would that be? No, seems the one that did this to me. Forgive me if I don't share his name. But no, it would seem far less powerful than whoever this Strahd is. But he is anything if elusive.
Aren't all vampires?
Well, Strahd seems to revel in his position. He doesn't seem to slink away in the shadows.
Well, if that mist was anything to go by, I think he just did. I think if he hadn't noticed you, you might have found him.
Perhaps. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think having Strahd in the camp at this time would have been the best idea.
I don't think so.
Perhaps
I do
not
think,
yet. Anyway,
yeah, I think meeting him would be a good idea. But hopefully we can meet him on our terms, as much as we have terms to hold in this place. I should probably get back to watch now, make sure he doesn't return. But I will say, we seem to be two sides of the same coin. Only I think I betrayed mine, rather than the other way around.
and Viv will just give a little nod and
Mm.
go inside a tent. Was Quinn in the same tent as Julian, or
I think they had separate tents, so she was in the furthest one.
right? I think Viv might just go in Quinn's tent if Quinn doesn't mind.
That's fine. Don't have much stuff in there anyway. And Quinn leaves to go guard Arena's tent.
Okay. Nothing else happens in the night. The ravens are still there, just chilling. And as the sky lightens, the session ends.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. But we all grew closer together as friends.
Ding. Some
This is
intense
the-
RP.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Oh, we're getting all the juicy stuff now.
Fantastic.
I can't wait for the roleplay on the next camp out night.
It's gonna take us 5 sessions to get to the next town.
Well, thank God we got horses then, because it would be it otherwise.
Yeah.
I told you they were a good investment.
You don't have to spend a whole session on each day.
And one's if we don't have a choice. One's if the RP just demands it.
It's completely up to you.
We're just all gonna complete our character arcs in like the 5 days it takes to get us to the next town.
Yeah. This is like, we're on Quinn time now. When she got bored in half an hour, that's how fast things are going. Like,
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't actually originally planning to just say the full thing to Quinn. It just felt right in the moment.
yeah.
So-
Quinn is a great listener. You just want to tell her stuff.
I love. I really love, like, I know post and beam, but I just really love the being like, hey, but what about you? what am I? What are you?
What are you? What am I?
just both of you just being like, okay, let's both say it at 3, 2, 1.
Thanks, Hanako, for the follow.
It was a trust exercise, okay? This is team building.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, I've learned so much lore. Oh, I love character lore. It's fun.
Listening to
Coming up,
Arliers makes mine seem so, like, bland.
I
There's
mean,
angsty.
but there's nothing wrong with that, because, I mean, Traxa is, her backstory is she's just a cook, isn't she?
Yeah, pretty
And-
much.
And there's nothing wrong with, like, your backstory just being, oh yeah, I cook things. That's cool.
But,
Like-
she's already been like one of the most like interesting characters of the group. Like she's had to have a fucking intervention
Yeah.
for her. Like you don't need a deep backstory in order to like
Mhm.
have like an interesting character.
I know, but just listening to you guys, I want it then. I was like, oh, I want to do this. Come on.
Have you considered killing one of her parents?
Yeah.
Retcon.
Retcon tragic backstory. No, I love listening to you guys in character talk between things. It's so much fun.
When Traxa was 10, her father was killed by a vat of soup, and ever since, Traxa has studied the culinary arts in order to prevent anyone else from being killed by.
To find the soup that killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I just want everybody to come to Quinn with the CM line, like, you're a monster hunter, aren't you? Well, I hunt meals.
Everyone's hunting something.
But what is everybody being hunted by?
I feel like we're making like a really bad advertisement for like either the session or like the campaign or just some like really mid TV show of like everyone's being hunted, but who's hunting the hunters?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so like real bad CGI werewolves in the background, just quick snaps.
The birds, don't forget the birds.
Yeah.
Oh.
was there a reason? Was there a reason that Raven started following us? Is that something you can't reveal, or
Yeah, Traxxas started feeding them.
Mhm.
One part of it, it was one of the random encounters was that ravens start following you.
okay? Well, that was a really cool one because now it's. Think on how much roleplay we got out of that random encounter.
Yeah, we even established 2 major phobias in the party.
Yeah. Ashiok's gonna go out and buy us a scarecrow now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we're just missing Traxa's irrational phobia.
Soup.
Soup. Oh yeah, soup. What's
What was-
Ashiok's?
What was Ashiok's? Yeah. Is he...
I don't know. He can't make up something for himself.
Is
We'll
his just
see.
is his just love or friendship or something?
Damn, now we can't
The
defeat
white
Strad
birds
with the
of love.
The birds of love. No.
No, but you got to understand that by defeating Strad with the power of love, Ashi has to overcome his fear. So that's a character arc. Ashi has to
Yeah.
single-handedly defeat Strad with the power of love.
As long as he's in rage, he can't be frightened, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And
It's gonna be another
The-
Julian training arc of training someone love. Medicine love.
Oh, you don't. Bad teacher there.
No. You know what? I imagined Ashok going more to Quinn, actually. Like,
Sensible.
Learn about love from Quinn Valdez.
yeah.
I
She'll
mean,
die.
I think that's just quite funny in the fact that, like, you know, it's a presumably straight guy going to a.
That's exactly the scene I had in my head.
His lesbian, like, best friend for
Yeah,
advice on girls.
That is precisely the dynamic I had in my head of like, oh, hey Quinn, you know how to talk to girls, right?
Hell yeah, I do. Did you see
Like,
how good I was
I
at it
mean,
with
you
Arena?
can't go to Julian and be like, hey, do you know how to talk to girls? He's like, fuck no.
I mean, Julian, like, unironically, this is probably like the most time he spent with a woman that isn't part of his family
Honestly,
or his nanny, I guess.
you're probably not wrong. Like, I have been thinking about this campaign, but this is just like the weirdest group of people that he's like ever been with. So, I honestly, I don't know why. Like, it's just me just assuming that everyone's gay, but Viv being like, yeah, it was like a male vampire. It's like, what?
There's straights in this party? Ew.
How dare you?
I mean, I never said Viv was straight.
E.
I mean, I didn't say she wasn't, but
Hey.
So kind.
as if I wouldn't leave that entirely ambiguous and up for interpretation. But being ambiguous is more fun.
It's a
Yeah.
mystery.
I mean, part of it is because I'm lazy and like other people headcanoning things. And then you're actually going, that's actually something quite cool. I want to roll with that. It's actually
take
more
that.
fun than just coming up with something entirely on your own.
I'll hold off on the team like fan cam with the pride flag borders for now until I've got a solid lock on everything.
We will discover it. I just looked over and I saw a Grand Slam touchdown again. I'm delighted.
It's beautiful. I'd completely forgotten, and then just chunks slimy soup. I feel like we brushed over slimy soup.
Really just slipped by us.
I don't think Viv was trying to, you know, draw too much attention to slimy soup.
Was slimy soup already named, or was
No,
slimy soup named by Viv?
No, it was one I assumed that was already named.
Quinn is now just like, I understand why you didn't name your familiar.
Okay, I think the rest we're just gonna be planning our next session.
See, that's
so
the thing. I'm too lazy to come up with a name for myself.
thank you everyone
so
for
maybe
watching. So I don't
having
have
a name.
the best audio set up here
Uh,
for muting them very fast. Thank you for showing up. Thank you again, Grand and the server, for coming out, following. A couple of you stuck around and gave me the viewership, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be live again on Wednesday and Thursday of this week with trying to finish out the Fallout 4 challenge run. So have a good rest of your day. Bye!